It's coffee time. And I had an awesome day. I had a very, very fun day. This morning it was just like chill. Actually, I called up my mom because I hadn't talked to her in forever because when I was in England, she left for Florida with my aunt and she just got back yesterday. So we planned on having a little phone call catch-up time this morning, and so we did that, and it was really nice to talk to her. And then, oh, Kitty, what have you done? Kitty, what have you done? And then I got into a dress. I'm in a dress right now, a super fancy dress, and went and met up with Tricia, Megumi X-Bear, for afternoon tea, which is so funny because we have talked about doing this for a while, and now I've been to England, and I've done the afternoon tea thing, but I still haven't done the afternoon tea thing in an actual tea place. Oh, by the way, I only have one hand with the nails painted. I'll explain that later. Not that I need to. It's not a really riveting story. But anyway, so I get back, and she booked us tea time at this place that's at this gorgeous garden that I didn't even know existed. So I got there and parked. I had to park kind of far away because it was crowded. But just walking through this big, gorgeous garden to get to the tea place was awesome. It was so just pretty, and it wasn't too bright outside, so it kind of encouraged the strolling, you know? So I was just kind of like walking around and looking at stuff, and it was just so cool. Got to do the tea thing in an actual tea shop, and it was great because it's like a buffet, so they bring you tea. I think this was how it worked. So they ask you what type of tea you want, and then you have unlimited of that kind of tea. So we got English breakfast, and then it was just unlimited English breakfast. And I had to pee so many times because we drank so many cups of tea, you guys. It was out of control. And by the end, I was like jittery and drank too much tea. I drank too much tea. I'll admit it. I drank way too much tea, but it was delicious. And I think if we had gotten a different flavor, then we would have paid for that new flavor, but we would have had bottomless that flavor as well. So it was pretty awesome. It was pretty great. And then yeah, and then like all of the little like sandwiches and things were at a buffet, so you could just eat as much of that as you wanted. So we just kept on grabbing things, and they had amazing scones with this weird, sweet, cheesy thing that was in a little cup, and when you put that on the scone, oh my gosh, it was delicious. When we got there, Tricia was like, you have to try this. You have to try this, because it's amazing. She was right. I tried it, and I never went back. If ever, oh, I'm not going to say this. No, I'll say it anyway, but now you know that I retract my feelings on it. I was going to say, if ever you go to afternoon tea and there's a weird little cup with white stuff in it, you should just automatically assume that will be delicious. Not true. What if they put mayo in there? I'm totally misleading you in general today. But yeah, the reason that I only have one hand painted is because I got really distracted while I was watching Revenge. There's this show called Revenge. I think I've mentioned it before because I watched the first episode a long time ago, but I never kept watching it. This show is ridiculous. It's like a silly, guilty pleasure. I don't even know. So I've wanted to paint my nails for a while because it keeps me from like messing with them. I mess with my hands a lot, which is like good and bad. Like I like building things, so in that way I like messing with my hands. But at the same time, I also like picking at my nails. If I get a snag, I like pick at it forever, and I mess up my fingers constantly. It's like a day job. So when I paint my nails, I don't mess with them. It's magical. So I decided that I was going to paint my nails, and then I got really excited about this episode. No, what happened? I was watching this episode of Revenge, and then I was talking with a friend about how there's all this like shuffling drama in the card world. I was like, oh dang. And so I was learning about all this shuffling drama, and then I came back to like watch more Revenge, and then I went, oh wait, there's coffee time to make. So I went to make coffee time, and now we're here. And I've only done one hand. I actually need to take it off of this hand because I don't think you can even tell. I don't think you can even tell with the webcam, but I paint. It's like I blacked out. I painted like I can't even show you. This is the end of the nail right here, and this is under the nail, and it's like I couldn't see. If you were here and you were able to look at my nail in high def real life, you'd be able to tell there's a decent amount of nail polish that is like under where the nail is, which is so silly. But yeah, hopefully I'll remember to do the other hand before I go to bed, because otherwise I'm gonna wake up and be like, oh, I guess I gotta go do my taxes now. Whoops. Doing my taxes tomorrow, and I'm not excited about that. Also, I think I need to take my kitty back to the vet, which makes me really sad, because one of his eyes, I don't know, maybe I'm being, remember how I was saying I'm overprotective cat mom? Maybe I'm being overprotective cat mom. So, one of his eyes keeps watering, and he keeps, like, holding it shut, and I'm concerned. Because normally, like when cats are sick, and dogs too, they get like crusty, like their eyes overproduce like crustiness, but he's actively like keeping his eye closed, and sometimes when I look over at him, he's got like water like beaded under his eye, like there's a cut there or something. And one of his nails is like split, and oh, I just feel so bad for him. So I wanna take him in and be like, is he okay? Tell me he's okay. Because that'll make me feel better. But maybe, I don't know, maybe in the morning, maybe he's just got something in his eye. I mean, that's what I do when I have something in my eye. Do you have something in your eye, kitty? Oh no, you're not where I thought you were. Oh gosh, you tricked me. Hi. He's holding it open perfectly fine now. Whatever. Whatever, kitty. Oh no, now he's closed it. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for him. Ani had her first, let's see whether or not she is anxious test today. Ani is the dog. Can't remember if I told you that. Also, I might have accidentally called her Ari. And Ari is the wrong name. I keep calling her Ari, and that's the wrong name. But now I remember Ani because she is a black dog. And Ani like onyx. But yes, so Chris and Sarah went to the movies, and we were like, all right, we're going to see whether or not she trips balls, because the other dogs tripped balls when they left. And so they left, and Ani did pretty well. She whined a little bit. She had a couple, like, very brief bouts of howling. But other than that, she actually did really well. I was very impressed. She's very, very good dog. So that's nice. She's just so cute. She's just so cute. She's got such a good disposition, and I think that any separation anxiety she does have will be broken pretty quick. Speaking of Sherlock Cat and Ani, oh my gosh, it was so cute. So Ani just wants to be friends with everybody. And so whenever she sees Sherlock, she runs at him, and it freaks him out, of course. So there was a moment today when Sherlock was up here. Oh, you can't see where I'm meaning. We're up here on this ledge. And Ani ran into my room out of the blue. Ran into my room and saw him and was like, oh! Jumped up on my bed and was trying desperately to get up onto this ledge. And they reached their faces toward each other, and Sherlock licked her nose. It was so cute. It was so cute. Because I want so badly for them to be friends. I want them to, like, play together and stuff. And, oh my goodness. It was the most adorable thing. And then Ani got really excited and, like, did the excited bark. Not the aggressive bark, but the, like, Bark! You know? And then it freaked Sherlock out and his tail fluffed up and it was all ruined. But the moment was just so cute. Oh, it killed me. I loved it. I loved it so much. But, yeah. Puppies and kitties. So many animals. I've been thinking about all the lizards I used to own and how I miss owning lizards. But lizards don't, like... I think most of the time when you own lizards, it's because you're fascinated by the lizard. You don't, I don't know, for me, I never felt like a strong emotional connection to the lizard. It was more like, gosh, you were just so interesting. You're such a, like, reptiles are so interesting to me. So, like, having a snake I loved, I loved having the anole, which is like a tiny chameleon. God, they're just like, lizards are so cool. I love them. But again, I didn't feel like connected to them. It was just, you're an interesting companion to have in my room, I guess, was kind of more the idea. So, I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll do that again. But yeah. I'm gonna go continue watching Revenge and do my other hand. But take that as you will, out of context. But anywho, I hope that you guys had a great day and a great weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah!